Welcome to the first ever Patreon Stank-clusive episode.
It's Stank-clusive.
Stank-clusive.
I like that.
Stank-clusive. You know, it came to me in a dream last night.
Did it?
Yeah.
What were you dreaming about besides that?
I was rolling around in a wheat field under the stars, and I kept, you know, when you're rolling down a hill and you don't really know where you are, and I was rolling down, and once I got to the bottom of the hill, I was slightly dizzy.
Yep.
And the stars were like kind of like moving around, but once they came together, man.
It was beauty. It said stank. Stank.
I just saw everything.
Wow.
At once.
Wow. Danny Lopriori.
Yeah.
How are you, baby?
I'm all right. I'm fucking good, man. I'm enlightened.
You look real good.
Thanks, man. You know what I'm saying?
You look real good.
Trying, baby.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Stank, I guess, if you're here from the other episode, and welcome, you know, to the first one. And this is The Office exclusive. Not this Office. We're talking about NBC's The Office.
Yes.
Okay? One of our favorite shows, possibly one of the greatest shows of all time.
Yep.
One of my favorite shows of all time.
Yep.
Frankie, in your own list of shows, I mean, just in terms, it's in your top 3, right?
In terms of overall, I would have to say, yeah.
I think it's in my top 5, top 3 for sure.
The show.
It's in one of them.
The show has grown. It's one of those things that you don't realize what you got till it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? The show kind of, when it was on the air, people enjoyed it, but it was one of those things that people didn't really enjoy until they got the opportunity to binge it on Netflix.
Yeah, the bingeability of it makes it what it is. It makes it that good. That's what I love so much about that show. I think that show forever will be, that's like it'll transcend generations.
I agree. I agree. So we got some topics we're going to cover today. It's an exclusive Office episode. You guys wanted it. We gave it to you.
Yes.
This is what we do for you.
For sure.
Literally, you tell us what to do, and we have no choice but to do it.
I'm a stinky whore.
This is him.
I'm a fucking dirty whore. I know it.
Look what we left up there. Should we take that down?
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Kiss.
So The Office, obviously, well, not obviously, but most famously, a spin-off, a reboot, an American version of the British version.
Sir Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant. Did you ever watch the British version?
I did.
What did you think about it?
I thought it was good. I've always heard whichever one you watch first, you like more.
Okay.
But I'm all in on the U.S. version.
Are you a Ricky Gervais guy?
Yes, I am.
You like Ricky
Gervais?
Gervais?
Yeah, I think he's very funny.
It's one of those things that I never watched the British one, mainly because there's something about British humor that just doesn't jive with me.
Yeah, it's a little drier.
It's a lot drier, and it's one of those things that it's kind of like when you're living in the moment, it's real good. If you're not, it might not be so good. You know what I mean?
I feel that, my G. I feel that on the inside and outside, butthole and beehole.
But the American
Pee-hole,
version
I meant.
of The Office ran from March 24th, 2005 till May 16th, 2013.
It's a long run.
Nine seasons? 8 seasons?
I think 9.
Either way, 201 episodes.
It's a lot.
So they ended it just after 200, and Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant actually came on as like executive producer on the show.
Yep, and they had a quick cameo when they're looking for a new boss. He runs into Ricky Gervais on the elevator.
Yeah. I think there's a couple actually. I think there's when he runs into Ricky Gervais in the elevator, and also they Skype him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Skype. The new boss thing is the Skype. The other thing is
yes.
He just bumps into him. And
Yeah.
what was his character's name again? David Brent.
Yeah.
David Brent. That's it.
Are they hiring?
So I guess let's start at the beginning, Danny. When did you get into The Office?
I got into The Office around season 3, watching it on NBC.
2008. That's a while ago.
Yeah, my cousin Daniel showed me it. And the first episode I ever saw was when Dwight gets a concussion.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's your middle name? Danger.
When Michael burns his foot on
Yes.
the. We're going to talk about some notable moments, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
And so what was your first impression when you first saw that episode?
I was like, this is a pretty funny show. I think it's good. And then I stopped watching it weekly, and then just like caught up on it when I had a chance. Back when like Netflix had disc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would have those sent out, that and Breaking Bad. But The Office for me, I guess it sunk its Office teeth in me around, I would say, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. See, I never, until literally the last season, I never watched The Office when it was on air.
Yeah.
I'm weird with watching stuff that's on air. I get very agitated that I can't see everything happening at once.
Yeah, so you're not going to like the Netflix moving the episodic stuff.
I might. I don't know. It really depends.
Yeah.
We're going to have to see how I feel about it. But
I hear you.
So, did you think that the fact that you didn't watch it, because how long after you first started watching it did you go back to the very, very beginning?
I would say when I finished around season 5, and then whenever it was available on Netflix, that's when I started watching from the beginning.
Okay.
And that's like when Michael had like no hair, kind of. He was like a little fatter.
First couple episodes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's when I started watching it. And then my favorite episode from season 1 is the race one.
Diversity Day.
Diversity Day.
Try my cookie.
Yeah.
Try my cookie. Yeah. See, now I was a little bit later. I didn't get into the office until my sophomore year of college. So 2011, 2012. And my sister called me. We were talking, just kind of bullshitting, and for the most part, we kind of bounce ideas off each other in terms of stuff to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me, listen, like the show is funny. I remember I had made fun of it before because I saw clips and I saw Rainn Wilson and I never liked it.
Right.
She's like,
horrible
just
mistake.
Give it a shot from the beginning. And I remember watching the beginning, and it got me hooked, man.
Of course it did.
The characters are lovable.
Yeah.
The story is so stupid yet so funny, and
people probably go through that every day. Everyone's had a boss that was a little weird.
A lot of weird and a lot of dumb, but also kind of good at their job too.
Yeah.
Michael Scott. And the first episode I really remember watching was the basketball episode, which is still up there, one of my favorites.
Draft Stanley because he's black.
Oh my God. He's like, Stanley, obviously. He's like, why is that obvious? Yeah.
He's more of our urban vibe. I grew up in the suburbs.
And then one of my very first memories that I cried laughing at was when Dwight gets caught in the lie and Michael makes him stand on the desk with the sign on his chest or holding the sign after. Oh my God.
I have a dentist appointment.
So
I'm having an emergency crown put in.
So a lot of people.
What's your dentist's name?
Crentist.
You have a dentist named Crentis, huh?
Crentis the dentist.
Let me see your teeth. You should floss more. I know. Thanks.
Here, have this. He goes, his face when he goes, here, have this M&M, and he eats it. He goes, delicious, and he goes, I thought you couldn't eat, and he was like,
it's a quick bond solution.
So one of the things that people love about this show so much is that although there are stars on the show, the ensemble is very, very strong.
For sure.
So let's start from the beginning. Do you think the show made stars in its big, big, big actors and actresses?
I mean, Steve Carell from the top. I mean, he's a legitimate movie star.
Now he's a movie star.
He's a movie star. What's his face gets a lot of work. Krasinski gets a lot of work.
Yep.
I'm sure Pam gets work.
She's doing stuff.
She does stuff. Rainn Wilson, he's a cult legend now. Know, Dwight Schrute is, that good. Toby Flenderson, he was obviously a producer of the show.
Paul Lieberstein, yep.
So, he's got his hands in the other things. And then, if they come around with this reboot, I'm sure they'll have jobs for them if they want.
Yeah,
them.
see, this is my thing is that
Oscar has a great State Farm gig.
Oh, he's crushing it with State Farm.
You know
right
what
now.
I mean? Like,
I think it made stars, but I think I don't know if they're really movie stars.
No, they're typecasted.
But
they're 100% typecasted.
But even if
from
they're
that
not
show.
typecasted, like, look, I love Steve Carell. I love Steve Carell.
Oh, Steve
so
Carell's
much.
a movie star.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, man, he is.
His movie. Look, he does comedies real well. Besides Foxcatcher,
I was about to say, dude, Foxcatcher was a really good.
He got nominated for it. I think he should have been nominated for when he played Donald Rumsfeld in Vice.
Yeah.
But Welcome to Marwen was a dumpster.
Yeah.
Dumpster, dude. And that was his big, I'm trying to get an Oscar here.
What about Something Almighty? Did you like that movie?
Bruce Almighty was garbage.
Was that Bruce Almighty?
Well, excuse me. Bruce Almighty was good. That was the one with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He was funny in that. Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty. Yeah.
Very bad.
Very bad.
I think that they made stars in regard to, their show. This is one of those shows
because Steve Carell left the show to do movies. That's what he did.
Yeah, but his best movies, besides Foxcatcher...
Crazy Stupid Love is a good movie.
I've never seen it.
I liked it.
But, his best movies he did while he was still on the show.
Yeah, it's true.
Anchorman, 40-Year-Old Virgin, he was there for it. Anchorman 2?
Yeah, he's a movie star though. You can't say he's not.
But John Krasinski's, stepping in the world of directing. He obviously did a Quiet Place, which
Yeah,
is really good.
We got the thing on Amazon. The John Ryan show apparently is pretty good. I haven't checked it out. Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
Is that like a Tom Clancy thing?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. And then Jenna Fisher just started a podcast, an office podcast with her best friend Angela Kingsley.
See, that's
Angela.
smart.
I'm trying to think. Really, not many. Rainn Wilson was in.
Like Juno and like other stuff.
Was he in Juno?
Yeah, he was for like a second. He has that movie. He has like one of those.
He was in the Meg.
Yeah,
he was in the Meg too.
Was.
But
he gets work all the time.
What do you think about the unsung heroes in terms of the rest of the cast? Are there any notable people from the rest of the cast that you think are underrated?
Creed
Bratton is classic.
I mean, Creed Bratton, like, for some reason, if he wasn't on that show, I would like it less. Like, I would really miss Creed. You need his weirdness.
Listen, Creed.
Oh, the parking lot. That's where I know.
That's where I know you from, dude. When Creed,
you were in the parking lot earlier.
When Holly Flax first comes and she asks Creed, like, "What do you do?" and he's like, "Excuse me," and he walks away and he's like hiding behind the fridge. He's like, "She asked me what I do. I say quabity Auschwitz." That's what he said.
What's happened, boss? What's he say? What's happening, boss? There's been a murder. I'll be right back.
And he drives away. There's been a murder. And he goes, "Oh, okay. Just wait here. I'll be right back."
When Jim goes on the roof and he's like flying a drone.
Oh my God.
He's like, "Hey, like, who's your friend?"
The show, Creed is such an unsung. And first of all, real name, Creed Bratton.
A cartwheel. I did. Oh, you bitch. You bitch.
Because you bitch. I did it. A cartwheel. Oh my God, it's so fucking funny. Creed is definitely one of those characters for me that has such funny moments, but you don't really realize them all the time.
And then he had a great moment in one of the last episodes playing the guitar for them and stuff.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, he was in a band, I think.
In real life, he is in a band. It's kind of like a folky.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell if he's like really. I feel like he's really like that, but like dialed back a lot.
Now, other unsung heroes from the show that I think didn't stay as consistent as Creed, Andy Bernard.
Yeah, the last few seasons with Andy kind of ruined Andy for me. I'm a Nard Dog guy.
I'm not this new fucking Andy Bernard. Yeah.
Sucker.
Dude, those first few seasons of the Nard Dog are so fucking good.
They're amazing.
And
nerfing. Probably go home, get my beer on, get my lost on.
Beer me.
Beer me that water, would you?
Beer me that water, would you? And he finds out his girlfriend. Oh my God. He goes, and then I'm gonna wake up with a dead horse's chopped off head in your bed. He's just such an annoying little piece of shit. And then when he is serious and fun, he's serious and fun. You know what I mean?
Andy, can I get a ride home, man? No way. I'm not going. No way, Big Tuna. I'm staying right here. You want to stay? It's a roomy twin.
I missed that. Could you say it again, please?
What the
fuck? The fuck is Siri doing?
It's a roomy twin.
I'll respond to that.
Oh, she heard we said fuck you.
Yeah.
She's not happy. Siri's taking over. Look at that.
Oh, Twitch.
Oh my God. I'm not even gonna do it.
It's a roomy twin.
Andy in the last couple seasons really fell off.
Yeah, like
for
when
me.
he went off like on a boat and shit, I was like, this sucks.
It was unfortunately dropped. The ball was dropped. It was one of those things that I really was looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because obviously the big conversation at the end of the show was, will it be able to succeed without Michael Scott?
Yep.
And we'll get into that in a little bit, but he had the opportunity to, and he just dropped it.
Yeah. Another one's Oscar.
I love Oscar's subtle gayness.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite moments from the show is the wedding, Pam and Jim's wedding. Obviously, it's a beautiful moment. It hits people right in the.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
You know,
when he dances down the
when
aisle.
he votes his way down the aisle, he's like.
I like how too when Dwight found out something about Oscar today. He wasn't sick at all. And then you find out like little like stuff like that. That's what made the show good. Like you found out like Oscar was gay.
What was the quote where they're doing? It's the mafia episode where they're like, "There's the gay mafia," and he goes, "I know what you're talking about. Not as big, much more dangerous," or something like that. He says some shit like that, and it's just so stupid.
He's known as actually throughout the office. One of the best Oscar episodes is when him and Michael debate about China.
Oh my God. Yeah. And Michael just rants
growing
about
rapidly,
nothing.
yes, but still Aguarian. No, not true. Not true.
And he's well written. I think that a big issue with gay characters in sitcoms, at least ones that I've seen, are they're so over the top.
Yeah.
And his character, although it is a part of his character, it is not the entire defining characteristic of who he is.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, someone else in there that I really, really love, but in the like doing the absolute least, but when they do something, it's great. Stanley Hudson.
Oh yeah, Stanley is the grumpy black guy in the back. If you don't know who Stanley is by now,
Stanley Hudson, played by Leslie David, I believe.
Leslie David.
David.
Another guy who gets work too now, Daryl.
Craig Robinson,
Yeah, he gets a lot of
absolutely.
work. Yeah, I mean you can't go wrong with Stanley. When Stanley has a heart attack, probably two of my favorite episodes, two-parter.
My God. He's like, you are Black Stanley. Barack is President Stanley.
Put his wallet in his mouth.
Oh my God, when they're doing the CPR. And she's like, all right, you're going to want to do it to the beat of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. You got it? Oh, yeah, I love that song. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. And then they break out into dance.
No, it's
such a good show.
Staying alive, staying alive. Girl, you can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Women round, women wrong. Been kicked around since I was born. And that's okay, and that's okay.
And everyone's just singing it.
Staying alive, staying
And
alive.
even Stanley is like doing his crosswords. He's like, staying alive.
Well, he's dead. All right, only one left thing to do: harvest the organs.
Hello, Clary. Two of the unsung heroes of the show. Not as much screen time as everyone else, but they do get some notable episodes, notable moments. Ryan and Kelly.
Yeah,
So what?
they're great.
A lot of their defining characteristics are Kelly is just kind of like a shopaholic, a little ditzy, and Ryan is every millennial. I mean, it's so unfortunate watching Ryan's character because you laugh at him, but then you realize that you're kind of laughing at yourself in some of the things he says.
Oh yeah.
You know, where he's like, where she's like, we went to this diner for like an hour and a half away, and he goes, it's in a spread on Americana. It's like everyone is like that now. You know what I mean? Like little hole in the wall spots.
He's like, what did he say? He's like, yeah, you know who's in line with me? Vince Vaughn.
He's just,
dude, that is so cool.
oh, he was like, you remember this girl? I hooked up with a girl that looked exactly like her.
Yeah.
He's such a douchebag, and I think that's the show's way of kind of being, you know, making it's like you although you're laughing at the funny, silly characters, you're also laughing at yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Same with Kelly. You know, Kelly, she has her smart moments, but in a way, a lot of, you know, that's written because a lot of girls are kind of like that, not as big and blown up as being a ditzy and, you know, kind of shopaholics, but
Kelly Kapoor, business bitch.
when they're like when she's like, I'm pregnant, and it just cuts her and she's like, I fucking lost it.
Why not?
And she only drinks like a water and cayenne pepper for like a month straight to lose the weight.
Jesus Christ, Meredith, where are your panties?
Meredith is one of those characters that you either love her or you hate her, I think.
Oh, the one it's like when Erin's like, it's on. She's like, oh my God, Danielle, did you just fart? And that's how you do it.
Well, what about when Timothy Oliphant's character, or like, or they're saying like Angela's like, I don't want strippers, and Meredith's like, shut up, Angela. Josh is nodding in the corner.
That one's
Oh my God, it's so good.
I am not an alcoholic.
So throughout the show, we have a couple of notable relationships. We have obviously Jim and Pam is the big one that people remember. Michael and Jan. We get Michael and Holly. We get Dwight and Angela.
Don't hurt me like I hurt you.
What from those relationships are kind of stick out to you the most?
I mean, Michael and Jan, the best episode I think of The Office of all time.
All time.
Dinner party.
100%.
Yeah. Serenity by Jan.
Oh my God, that episode! Kid you,
one night
you made everything all right. So and Jim and
Jan definitely fucked him. That song's about Jan.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's the point. But they don't throw it in your face, which makes it so funny.
Jan thinks what's his
Hunter.
name? Hunter's a very good artist. I don't see it.
She goes,
And I'm a candle maker. You don't hear me bragging about it.
babe, stop dipping your steak in your red wine. I have soft teeth. You know
How
this.
can you say that? You don't have soft teeth.
That episode, I will say, I will
There's
go
a
on
great
record.
Rolling Stones record about article about it.
Really?
Yeah, that you should read.
It is, in my opinion, because we will get to talking about top 5 episodes of all time. Shooting our shot a little early. That is my number one.
Oh, me too.
That
We're in
is
same-
the best written from start to finish. I mean, how they started with Michael outsmarting them and getting them, and he's like,
We don't
want
wanna work.
I'm gonna call corporate."
We don't want to work.
We don't wanna
People
work.
are my friends.
And he's like, "All right, you want to do something?" "No, man." "Oh, you said you had nothing planned."
Yep. He got us.
And
He got
from
us.
start to finish, I mean, it's a smaller, more contained episode. You know, you don't get a lot of character moments outside of the 6 people there.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, I mean, Steve Carell and Jan's Melora Hardin, who plays Jan, just murder it, and they have such great chemistry.
I'm the
in that
devil.
episode. He goes, "Yeah, you are."
Tries to dance with Jim. He won't get up.
Oh my god! And just
so
like little
cringy.
stupid moments too, where they're doing the charades, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going. I'm going on a cruise. I'm going on a
Caribbean cruise.
Caribbean cruise," and he's like, he just names some
Katie
random
Holmes.
shit. Yeah, and he's like quarterback, and he's like Tom Cruise. He goes, "No, that was the last
Do you ever
one."
think Jim was like too much of a dick to Michael?
You know, I go back and forth of thinking that,
Yeah.
but in the end, it was all lighthearted.
Yeah, it's all of us.
A lot of there are. I will tell you this though. There
I
are
always
some,
loved when Dwight won though. Sometimes.
Yeah. The Christmas episode where he gets back at Jim with all those pranks.
Yeah.
Incredible. And
Yeah.
seeing how much real estate he has in Jim's head.
Yes.
So all right. So what about, outside of Jan and Michael? Any other memories from any other couples on the show?
Yeah, I mean Dwight and Angela. It just created so much good stuff, and like Jim and Pam is like the stereotypical like movie romance.
Okay.
You know, so like you've seen that before, but seeing like 2 weirdos date each other, those were the funniest.
This
ones.
is my question for you because I think this question has been posed by other people. Will they, won't they? Will they, won't they? It happened for 2 seasons, basically.
Yeah.
Did their relationship mean less to you after they got married?
Yeah, it didn't do much for me.
I can agree with
You
that.
know what
And
I
I
mean?
think the show knew that too, which is why they started to like try to get other people together.
Yeah, because I think like that was the big tie-in, those ones, and they left. If you watch it in order, they left it on a cliffhanger, and then like it was tough. It was tough for them to like get their footing after that. I think as individuals,
I love
as a couple.
It happens in the later seasons, which don't get enough love in my opinion. But I forgot her name, but I think it's not, I don't know if it's Sasha, but Craig Robinson has the relationship with the black girl. At the
Oh
end of
yeah,
the
she's
show.
great too.
Very good chemistry between those two.
Yeah.
And when he's like trying
Val.
to talk to her, Val, thank you. When he's trying to talk to her and he finds out that she's like not with someone and he just fucking passes out into the table of cake, I fucking lost it.
That's one of the best parts too. And then also another one too is when him and Kelly date for like 5 episodes.
Oh my god! And she's like,
like,
"He's
chill
the
out."
most confusing man. He tells me exactly what's on his mind." And she's like,
You want to hang out later? Can't come, my daughter later.
and she's like,
Just walks
"I'm
away.
gonna text him right now." And Ryan's like kissing up on her, and she's like, and she goes, "I'm gonna text him and breaking up." And he goes, "Oh, that's so nice. He said it's cool, no problems." And you just see him like walking to his truck like George Jefferson style, and click, he just
so
fucking clicks.
happy. Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah, I mean the show I think really works well because not only does it work as an ensemble, but the little interactions you get between the characters feel authentic
Oh, for sure.
and they're all memorable.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know, I mean, small moments that you might not remember. I mean, Meredith asking Jim to sign her crotch cast.
Yeah.
So stupid, but it's so perfect for those two. You know what I mean? And just across the board, you really start to love these characters,
Oh, yeah.
and you really start to grow invested in them.
Yeah, I mean, even small characters like Todd Packer.
Yeah.
Like, like he was such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he was so good at playing a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you even remember him, like, whenever he made an appearance, it was like, oh, no, this fucking guy.
Even like David Packer, you know what I mean? Like, I got that name right? No, not David Packer. David Wallace. Excuse
David
me.
Wallace,
I
yeah,
just
Todd
Todd
Packer.
Packer and David Wallace. Like even him, like
Suck it.
you put it on Detroit and then you suck it. He doesn't get a whole lot of comedic stuff to do, but he's still so good.
Yeah.
He's still so good.
Like
Now,
for putting up with Michael. I know where his kids go to school.
yeah, just call him and pretend to be an 8-year-old girl. Do my little girl voice. So
That's hilarious.
You do that all the time.
All the time.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
So the show made you care for the characters.
Yeah.
Any moments that you can think of or episodes that made you cry? I mean, Goodbye Michael is obviously one of them.
Yeah, Goodbye Michael's sad, but the other one that always makes me kind of like teary-eyed, trying to think of the name of the episode.
What happens in it? I might know it.
It's the one when Michael goes bankrupt.
I think it's called bankruptcy or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like I
I declare bankruptcy.
when he's sitting on that train. And it's obviously a joke, but you feel so bad.
And Jan's
like, how could you be like so irresponsible? Like, Jan, he left, and I feel bad because
And she books it.
Yeah.
Yo, she fucking heads for the hills to find him.
yeah. So like that one because I feel bad for him. Like on that one for some reason, and then the other one is when Michael shows that video of him as a kid.
Oh,
And like, did you ever get everything you wanted
I
to
want
be?
all the friends, and I want to be
have
married.
100 kids, and I'm gonna get married, so then I can have friends, and then all of them are forced to be my
Yeah.
friend. And then I was just like,
Oh, my computer.
it's all right,
Gone.
it's all right.
No, it's not. This is an important computer. I use work stuff.
Did it just die like a regular computer?
No, my computer's charging. I
Oh.
hope it's okay.
Oh no!
I hope so. Either way, I know what we're talking about. So, yeah, I mean, Goodbye Michael, I think, was the best ending for that character.
Yeah, for sure.
And
When
having
Pam
him,
meets him at the airport.
yeah,
and
having
Michael
that
cut off.
ending, you don't know what they said, but you do know what they said.
Yeah.
And it's just so sweet and so touching. And I'm a sucker for the series finale. Having Michael come back for that brief moment, spoilers, excuse me, it is so brief and it is so perfect. He's happy
It's like all my kids grew up.
and married each other.
And then married
Every
each other.
parent's dream. So a big part of the show, a big part of debate actually was what exactly happened. Did the show keep its steam after Michael left?
No, absolutely not. But there are some great episodes with Robert California when they all go to his house.
Yes, that's my favorite episode in the later season.
That's one of the best episodes they ever did.
That's one of my favorite because it's so weird. This is the thing. No one's going to replace Michael Scott, and I'm
Never.
glad they didn't try to get a replacement Michael Scott.
Yeah, but I like that they teased it kind of like with Will Ferrell, like Jim Carrey was there for a second.
and even
I'm supposed to put you up in the Finger Lakes right now.
I'm supposed to be up in the Finger Lakes.
My family would start to worry if I don't get back up to the Finger Lakes.
I actually like the Will Ferrell stuff. I thought it was
I
funny.
loved it. D'Angelo Vickers was
D'Angelo
great.
Vickers
the
was
fucking
great.
magician shit.
Oh my god,
I never touched another magician's tools.
he wasn't. Look, it was tough because he was living in the shadow of Steve Carell at the time.
Yeah, but it was nice that they were on it together and they crossed over.
Exactly. And then
Yeah, nut particles all in the air.
dude, Robert California is not the worst in the world.
Yeah, he was great.
He's
Once
not the
Andy became
worst.
boss, it was terrible.
It was that last season with just Andy and him because remember he was away too filming stuff also.
Yeah, it's the Hangover, I think.
It was. I think it was Hangover 3.
Yeah.
And you really you missed out on it. And some of the later editions were fine. Like I liked Plop.
Yeah, Plot was cool.
I liked Plop because he was just a younger Jim.
Yeah.
I liked Clark because he was a little bit of a prick. He
Yeah.
was a little bit of Ryan and Dwight.
Him and Dwight had a good chemistry. Like
Yeah.
the Sun episode.
So, I think as we're continuing to talk about memories and moments from the show that we like, I've been outspoken and said that the such an underrated episode is the workplace safety episode where Michael drops the watermelon and he goes, whoa, and it hits the trampoline. You know, whoa, bingo, whoa, and it fucking smashes against the car.
My life. Oh, my life. Dwight, you ignorant
Dwight,
slut.
you ignorant slut.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
What other moments for you do you think are most quotable or that kind of will stand the test of time?
I mean, obviously that's what she said. Was probably made more famous by
Probably
him.
that show was made it what it is. Yeah.
I mean,
Look at it.
it's right there.
Look at it.
You know, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Yep.
One of my favorites. I mean, there's just so many, dude. I mean, for me, I think my favorite one is obviously, isn't that hilarious?
It's not hilarious.
And then I also like when he does the Wayne Gretzky thing with the Wayne Gretzky quote.
That's such a good one.
It's just so funny. It's so small to be
It's
like
so
you're quoting
stupid,
a quote.
One of the things that I do in my normal life
I love
is,
that shit.
the episode where Jim and Pam give birth to their first baby.
Yeah.
And Michael's outside and he hears and he goes, or he snaps like that and he kind of just like, I fucking do it all the time.
When he throws the keys.
Oh my God. You can't park it there. And he fucking launches the keys.
Move it.
A later season one where Dwight is talking to Jim. He's trying to get him on his side and he's like, Jim, how's your daughter? What's your name? Pee-Pee? And he goes, Peepa. It's just so stupid.
I like when Dwight goes, no. Fuck. I just had it when you were saying it. When Dwight goes, it's during the karate episode. No. Then it's
When
not
he's
that.
hitting the dummy?
No, not that. Not when he's going.
Oh my God.
Yes.
When he's
The one when he's talking about when he's shit. I don't want to misquote him, but when he's talking about the self-defense, and he's like doing self-defense against himself.
Oh my God.
He's like groin shot, block, wrist, turn, instep, chop. That's one of my favorite ones.
It's such an iconic role. Dwight Schrute, anyone on that show. So
if I had a gun in here with 2 bullets. With Toby, Bin Laden,
and Hitler.
and
I would
Hitler.
shoot Toby twice.
All right, so how do I kill all of them? Easy.
I think it's so
One
great
shot
that
through the neck.
it's so perfect with his character that we've talked about how great everyone is except for Toby.
Yeah, I know. Toby's great too.
I saw something not long ago where like he was at like a high school or college football game.
People went crazy.
People went nuts.
He's like, yeah. It looks like he was being Toby
He's like,
from
all
the show.
right. The guy could never win, and it's so great when he tracks down Pam just to get a picture. Oh my God, it's so fucking good.
He tries to win that thing for him.
So
when Michael puts all that gravel from the Scranton Strangler in a jar.
Oh my God. When we spoke about what we think our favorite episode of all time is. What are some other notable episodes that you would tell people to watch to get into the show?
Obviously Dinner Party. Then from the later seasons, I do like the Murder Mystery.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, Murder Mystery.
You're talking with like a southern panhandle. You want to be like molasses flowing out your mouth.
More of a Savannah accent. It sounds like molasses just pouring out of your mouth. Andy's Play.
Oh my God.
Love Andy's Play.
The thing that's hell between it hard. And he goes,
Dwight's got like a knife. He's got like a weapon, like just in case they like try to do something to him. I love that episode.
And Michael fucking does his entire.
Oh, I'm just a cleaning lady. This guy. Last time I saw this guy, he wasn't a victim, if you know what I'm talking about.
His entire audition is a whole episode of
This is the
fucking Law
victim
and
of
Order.
autoerotic asphyxiation. Yeah, it seems like we're all tightening our belts in this economy. It's got gung.
It's so fucking good. The show is so funny.
And then there's also episodes. I'm gonna get to the final 2, but there's also episodes that are like hard for me to watch. Like Phyllis's wedding is hard for me to watch.
Why?
Because it's so cringy. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, Mr. Bob and Phyllis Vance. And it's like they're not even married yet.
Yes.
Or when he's stepping with the chair.
That's
with the wheelchair.
This is what the show did that not a lot of people realize is that it created like cringy TV. Like, I
yeah.
think the idea of cringy situations is from this show.
Oh yeah.
Another one that I love so damn much is when they're on the cruise ship. Rob Riggle is the captain.
Yeah.
And Michael does like a dance. That fucking it's just like an upshot of him.
I forgot Amy Adams was on that show.
Amy Adams was on that show. Rob Riggle.
Yep.
Timothy Oliphant.
A lot of people.
A lot of good
people. All right.
David Koechner.
My other 2 favorite episodes.
I'll cut you off.
I like Benihana Christmas.
Oh, that's a goodie.
Yeah, Benihana Christmas is a good one. He like writes on her to like make sure. Did you bring it you spray painted your bike?
When Creed comes in, he takes the bike and leaves.
Yeah, he does. Benihana Christmas. and Office Olympics.
Okay, Office Olympics for me was not as much funny as it was just cute.
Yeah, I liked Office Olympics a lot because you get Dwight and Michael. Man, these walls are paper thin. You're gonna hear everything in this place.
One of the episodes that I love so much is when Michael first has to drop off Holly in Nashua.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And they're in the car and he's sleeping. And she goes, "What happened?" He goes, "Oh my God." And she's like, "What happened?" He goes, "Oh, I had a nightmare." And she goes, "You were just talking." He's like, "What?" Life is a highway.
When they're breaking, I'll go back to Jan. I hate Jan.
I gotta say
that episode too, when he takes the girls to the mall.
Oh my
God! To break up with Jan, he's like, "I need my girls. I need my girls with me."
She shows up with the new boobs.
Hey, buddy! Somebody just walked in. I'll get you back to you.
How have we gotten this far and not talked about probably where the original idea of cringeworthy TV came from? Scott's Tots.
Oh man, that episode is hard to watch.
That episode is so fucking funny, but so hard to watch. Yes.
What's Scott's Tots? Stanley starts going.
Hey, Mr. Scott, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Make our dreams come true.
I bought you all. I can't pay for your college, but I bought you all laptop batteries.
No, he goes
lithium.
But in order, you can take online classes, and what do you need for an online class? Laptops, and you can't charge them without batteries.
They're lithium.
It was so fucking funny.
That one was tough.
Because it was such a kind-hearted gesture, but he's just too stupid.
Yeah, fucked it all up.
All right, so...
and the surplus episode I like a lot, too.
As we wind down the episode, Danny, I have one last question for you as we finish off our first ever Patreon episode. Is this show timeless?
Yes.
Will it hold up forever?
Yes.
Why?
Because us as millennials, like you said before...
Yep.
It's way easier to pass down shows. Like, I'm going to want my kid to watch The Office. Like, I'm going to show my kid The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I'm fully into. And, like, I'm going to be like, hey, listen, this is one of those shows you got to watch.
Yeah, I think the show is... It's one of those phenomenons where it seems like everything went right.
Yeah.
The writing is so tight.
Perfectly, like, casted.
Perfectly casted. I mean, there's, there have been stories about people that were almost cast. Seth Rogen almost cast as Dwight Schrute. Bob Odenkirk almost cast as Michael Scott.
Wouldn't have been the same.
Would not have been the same. But I think it was just everything went right when it was supposed to.
Yeah.
And not only do you care about the show on the macro level, about the ensemble and the world that they build, you also care about them as is he coming in?
No.
I thought I was gonna get punched.
No.
You care about them as individuals.
For sure. Absolutely.
You love each and every one of them. You love seeing them interact, and
they're the best.
Can I be honest? I miss them.
I do too.
I fucking miss them.
I do. I miss. Thankfully on Netflix they're still there, and then they're gonna go to Peacock. But I watch The Office almost every week.
Yeah, I watch a couple episodes a week. Yeah.
All right, so I think the last thing we should do before we wrap it up, what is your greatest version of Michael Scott? Mine is Prison Mike.
Oh, I mean,
it's Prison Mike and Date Mike. All right,
all right. If you're taking Prison Mike, I'm taking Date Mike.
You got to.
Prison Mike with the Dementors. They're horrible.
And they hurt.
I
don't think I won't put you up against the wall, biatch.
Oh, whoa.
I'm sorry. That's just how we talk in the clink.
And you'll be the belle de ball. Don't drop the soap.
Don't drop the soap. And like another cringe thing is when
Date Mike is great too.
Date Mike, nice to meet me. I mean, like,
I'm Date Mike, nice to meet me. And Date Mike. I mean,
what's your favorite opening?
My favorite cold open.
Yeah. So you did your favorite version of Mike is Date Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one episode is iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Yeah. Date Mike. I'm gonna bump Office Olympics out and put that in there.
When he's doing the guitar on the fucking felt.
Yeah. Get off the table. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's in my top 5. I bumped Office Olympics out. But what's your favorite cold open? I don't mind.
I really, really, really like Hardcore Parkour.
Oh yeah.
Hardcore Parkour. He goes, Gainer, backflip, 360 onto the fridges. Okay, Hardcore Parkour. That, and I love
Parkour.
No, 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 no. Nobody can do the shimmy like I do.
You're losing them. You're behind.
You're slow. You're
Creed
behind.
with the guitar.
Oh my God, where he just speaks Chinese, where he's like, or the episode. Fuck, what happened? Damn it. Fuck. When him and Jim are playing chess, he's like, "Don't do that, because if you do that, I'll do that. And if you do that, I'll do that. And if you do that, I'll do this, 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 and that." It's just such a small moment.
My favorite cold open is when Dwight's looking for a worker, and he picks the white guy, and he's speaking Spanish to him.
Oh, that's in the later season.
Yeah, but I like when he's like, he gives him the choice of the tools to use. He's like, and if he doesn't choose correctly, he'll die. And just looks at the camera.
And he goes,
It's like the bat. Oh no, they're stinging him.
also, another Creed moment when
You can't protect her.
When,
what, from bears, you idiot?
when Dwight is doing the pot investigation, and he's like, "Creed, what is this?" And he goes, "Oh, that's Northern Lights sativa." No, it's marijuana.
It's marijuana. He's like doing the drop angle and fucking throwing
So good.
throwing the joint.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
We'll do another one of these.
We'll do another one. More Office. Office Part 2.
We'll do an Office Part 2. We'll get into some more of our favorite moments.
Thank you for being a patron on the Patreon.
For
sure. Tell your friends about it. Tell people about it. Episode 11 of The Stank is available now.
And then also tell us in the comments, what are your top 5 favorite Office episodes of all time? It's okay if you have some of the same ones as us. And also some of your favorite cold opens and favorite just lines from The Office.
Yeah, we want to know. We want us to be very interactive.
There's so many that I'm sure we left them on the cutting room floor, so you guys are welcome to pick them up.
Yeah. And if you're a patron for the $10, $25, or $50 tiers, don't forget you do get entered into a giveaway for the month of October.
Yeesh.
Check out the Stank Podcast Instagram in order to see what those options are for this month.
For sure.
And if you're watching this and it's like months later, thanks for watching again.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Definitely.
But we're going to be doing more of these, and we're excited for the future, guys. Danny, where can they find you?
You can find me at Dan Lopiori on Twitter and Instagram. Sirs and Sir S's.
F Alvarez 8085 on Twitter and on Twitch, and the Frank Alvarez on Instagram.
Yes. Peace, love, and happiness.
Oh wait, no, we got to sign off with like an Office thing.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It's going to be pretty hard.
That's what she said.